We have a really interesting situation in terms of our accounts receivable. Because we're a really highly regulated industry, our payment terms are all through the government. So our customers are buying our beer on consignment through the government, which means that we get a check every week from the government. And so that makes things really nice on a bookkeeping side, because we know that if we invoice someone this Monday, next Friday we'll get paid for it. So that makes things really nice. Obviously it's not the same for all businesses, but cash flow can still be a challenge. We have to buy a lot of ingredients in advance to make our beer, and so there's some times where we're short on cash flow. One of the really important things for us, especially with being able to deal with local producers, is that we've been able to be flexible with our financing terms. So we might have a 30-day net terms with one of our big suppliers, but if we're going to be a little close on that terms, maybe I'll call them up and say, we're a little bit behind on cash. Is it okay if we extend that by a week or so? Maybe I'll take them a case of beer for their troubles. And it's been really nice to be able to have that one-on-one relationship where we talk about what's going on. And if I can pay them early, I will. That helps out their cash flow. But if we're a little bit behind, there's a bit of give and take on that. Every province is really different, and it depends on what the allowances are in terms of the importer. So when we sell to BC, for example, we're selling through the importer, and we'll invoice them for all the beer at once, and then they'll pay us and they draw it down. So that means that they're making sure that their customers, the licensees, are buying that beer back from them. So in a way, they're putting out the money. So we're giving them terms on that pallet of beer, for example, and then they're slowly selling it through the liquor board. It's really good to get to know the people who are involved in the sales and management of those businesses early on, and make sure that you might not get terms right away. You might have to use a credit card for a year, which is really annoying. But it might get you some points for your flights later on. But when you build that rapport and you keep the comments or the lines of communication open, you find out that you'll get terms, and those terms are very flexible. Even though they won't be flexible on the invoice, they might be flexible with the people you deal with every day.